Hello, I'm Jostra and welcome back to Nekopara Volume 4. Where we left off, we went to France and also my save file got corrupted. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen to all my Steam games because of memory issues, but we'll see. Okay, we're back to Shigure because someone asked for her photos, if I remember correctly. Hello. A picture? But of course, please make sure to mention the name of the shop when you post it on social media. Shigure strikes a pose like a professional model. Things are lively around here. It's just like the good old days. My apologies for all the racket. My oh my. Does it look like anyone here is bothered, Cashew? Cashew? Huh? No, it's just... all the customers are in... I was going to sleep, but you went live, so I decided... I mean, if you're tired, I'm not gonna force you to stay. You can watch the recording after I finish the stream. All the customers are in a frenzy over Shigure and her uncommon wardrobe. She seems to be trending on social media, which is why there are so many more customers than usual. Apparently, Shigure does business by way of the web. I guess she's serving customers in her kimono as a form of advertising. I already forgot the voice I gave. Fruz? Or is it Froze? Fruz? Join me in the photo.
Huh? You want me? As well? But why? But why? I'm not even in a kimono or anything.
Why? It's obvious. It's because you're just too cute. I might be playing Apex tomorrow. I'll post a schedule after the stream.
Understood.
Hooray! I've had an eye on her for a while now. Is it Fruz or Froze? I mean, it doesn't have that apostrophe on the E, so it's Fruz. Fruz, how do in?
Like this?
Unless, you know, detention. Where I live here in Australia, some schools actually had the weekend detentions. Like, the detentions are actually done on the weekends rather than a school day. Well, not in my high school, but in my brother's, like, plural, brother's high school. They did weekend detentions because they think that having detention on a school day will bother the way of study, so they decided to do the detentions on the weekends, which makes it a lot more undesirable, so less people start committing, you know, heinous acts. That's why they chose Fruz for the next, because she's strawberry? Fruz always gives you the runaround when it comes to stuff like that, but it seems Shigure has the power to make people take action. No, she is just pushy. Yeah. That's why I'm guessing in the 5th volume, aka Nekopara After, which I think might be the last volume, she's not really the main cat girl for this game. It's hinted that she's going to be the main cat girl for volume 5, or Nekopara After. Yeah, they're setting it up for a Neapolitan joke. Because Fruz means strawberry in French, apparently. Being pushy isn't all that bad. Depending on the situation, if that's all she was, people wouldn't take action. Being able to motivate people is a valuable quality. A single motivated person can cross a river, but a person who motivates many can build a bridge. Like Virgil. Yeah, maybe Shigure is the type to help build bridges. Nisama, come join the photo. Huh? Me too? I wonder if I'm gonna end Volume 4 this stream. Like, I want Nekopara to at least make it to the final day of the 5-week challenge. AKA in 3 weeks' time. Our customers asked if you're my fiancé. You didn't feed her a lie, did you? Of course, I only told her the truth. That's a relief. I told her I love him from the bottom of my heart. That's just giving her the wrong answer. That's just gonna give her the wrong answer. Wait, did I read that right? I mean, they didn't have made OVA. Yeah, but OVA Volume 1 OVA wasn't romantic. And also, it's clear that the anime, the series, continued where the OVA left off. So in a sense, they kind of cut their chances for Volume 2, 3, and 4. Well, maybe not 4, because the anime was released before Volume 4. That's just gonna give her the wrong idea. Okay. I mean, you technically didn't lie, but still. My oh my, could it be that you dislike Shigure? Huh? That isn't what I mean. Then isn't playing nice with her normal? You're family after all. Pine-san. Right as always. Pine? French words. Well, the French do have more intimate family relationships in comparison to the Japanese. They're always going out together, and it's not rare to see brothers and sisters walking hand in hand. Meanwhile, in Australia, siblings are neutral here. Like, siblings aren't that close, but at the same time, siblings aren't that far apart. Sometimes what you think is a pair of young lovers end up being a pair of siblings, and the pair of young lovers end up being even more passionate. I'll use the spacebar so I don't misclick. Respecting culture is important, Nisama. I get it. I nod. Shigure wraps her arm around mine. Oh, what a beautiful thing to gain your permission like this. Viva la France! I am legally allowed to be lovey-dovey with you, legal, Nisama. Cool your jets. A customer snaps a photo of me on their phone as Shigure clings to me. We're like a married couple running a store, Nisama. I'm so thrilled. Yeah. I thought that Mentor would hate all the promotion in her shop, but... This is great, Cashew. A family is best when they stick together. I'm guessing the message for this volume is family. She is in an oddly good mood, so she doesn't feel inconvenienced at least. Also, from what I've seen, because I played a little bit of Volume 0 back in the good old days, Volume 0 is actually relatively short. And I'm not sure about Extra. Maybe Extra is also a bit short. Shigure's outward personality and erotic is why did I say erotic? Exotic. Shigure's outward personality and exotic allure of her kimono has been helping with giving the shop a modest following on social media. I said I was gonna use the spacebar. Why am I still using the mouse? Tea time ends, and the customers start to thin out. Phew. I've had the cat girls take care of the dealing with customers as of late, so doing the various odds and ends on my own is a fresh change of pace. Astra was surprisingly long for the short time it took to make. It's tough work, but it's fulfilling. And seeing how surprisingly I could push a 7-hour game into a multi-episode series, maybe I could push it. But it's because I keep getting sidetracked by the world of Nekopara. So it's like the standard game time, because the standard game time is like 6 to 7 hours, 4 to 6 hours apparently. Because I know I keep going into tangents about Nekopara because I'm really interested in their world, like the cat girls. Okay, before I get into another tangent, I'll get as far as I can. Speaking of which, when was the last time I stood at the counter and interacted with customers face to face like this anyway? After all, even during business hours, I'm cooped up in the kitchen all day.
Torte, Tati, Belfio,
I still can't speak French.
Ren Rubus.
At first, Cruz came across as shy and introverted, but she's a fast worker regardless. You're pretty impressive.
Huh?
You're careful and deliberate, so you don't make mistakes, and despite being so peculiar, you're constantly on the move, so you get a considerable amount done. Also, apparently one of Cruz's characteristics is that she's a genius, so she's kind of like a prodigy or something. This shop probably won't operate without you around, huh?
Oh, I don't think so.
The cat girls have better hearing, speed, muscle to mass ratio, which makes them superior soldiers. Yeah, that makes me curious. Okay, time to go into that Nekopara tangent. Like, yeah, Maple is scared of the dark, but it's been hinted that it varies from cat girl to cat girl. Like, some cat girls actually have pretty good night vision. And I mean, look at their eyes. Their eyes are like cat-like, so it's no doubt they probably have cat-like vision. Yeah, they mature in 1 year. Technically, 9 months if you count teenagehood. Because the age of consent in Japan is 13, which is... But even then, by a few months, they're 16, which is the age of consent for the other countries, but they're not adults yet. Yeah, cats have better agility. And apparently they can climb stuff. Judging from the Nekopara anime, they can climb stuff even though they have human-like nails. Maybe their nail strength is just like, maybe their nails are stronger, and maybe, I don't know. They have enhanced grip as well, like they could climb stuff without issue. They're also more agile, and according to Cashew, I say Cashew because it's funnier. It's kind of hinted. Thank the heavens, this didn't in 1942. It's kind of hinted that coconut is actually stronger than cashew. Cat girls. I mean, because of the Nekopara April Fools, which is now not an April Fool's game. The Nekopara cat boys and the creator herself saying cat boys do exist. I don't know. But yeah, they would make very good soldiers. Even though in the anime it was just cat girls, and it seems like the cat boys, Nekopara cat boys, seems to be a self-contained story. Like, they don't mention cat girls at all in the cat boy story. And in Nekopara, the regular series, they don't really mention cat boys. But they exist nonetheless. Also, Nekopara Volume 1 mentioned that crime rates regarding cat girls. They specifically, then again, it could be the localization team because they say Neko in Japanese. The crime rate for cat girls was off the roof. They're physically better than humans if you think about it. They also live for a pretty long time. Like, even if they, in the short end, they live 50 years. But that might not be the case because the creator of Nekopara says they live for a long time. So I'm guessing they live roughly the same time as humans, which is 80 years. And they weigh less too, yeah. Which is 80 years. But on the high end, because the creator compared them to elves, meaning they don't age that fast, they age pretty slow. On the high end, it's 750 years. But either way, they could gain experience because of how... fast their brain develops. I mean, it does slow down in a certain point, but still. Okay, that's right. With all the new customers as of late, I can't keep up anymore.
Today was particularly packed.
Yes, normally it's usually slow enough around this time of the day to have afternoon tea. I hope I'm not making fruits sound too much like vanilla. It wasn't enough to form any lines, but the customers didn't let up for a second. They're all probably here for Shigure. I'm guessing it's because of the spread on social media. My apologies. My apologies. My efforts proved too effective.
Don't apologize. I like it when there are more customers around.
Imagine being a world-class soldier and being doomed by a horn dog cat girl. Then again, it's up to personality. Like, there are horn dog humans, but there could be... And there are serious humans, so there could be serious cat girls. But from the looks of things, it seems like cat girls kind of outnumber cat boys. And apparently, it's rare in other countries to have cat girls. I mean, they exist. Like, the spin-off game that's gonna be released, the Nekopara mobile game, I think it's a mobile game, you're gonna explore all around the world, and you're gonna meet cat girls from all around the world. So, so it seems like ratio-wise, yeah, that one. Ratio-wise, there are more cat girls than cat boys. And, some people think it's cancelled, but apparently it's still ongoing. Let me see. Male cats versus female cats. Male cats are typically bigger. I'm guessing female... I mean, I think even in the real world. Females are more aggressive. Yeah, female cats are more aggressive, but male cats are bigger. Typically bigger. So, not all the time. So, yeah. Female cats are more aggressive and male cats are more playful. And male cats tend to get along with other cats, meanwhile female cats are more standoffish. Both. Yeah, apparently it's both. But male cats are more kinder and more affectionate. So, and yeah, ratio-wise, in Nekopara, So it's not like humans. They didn't really say anything about strength, because in the human world, men are stronger than women physically, typically, and women tend to be more flexible and agile than men. But in the animal kingdom, apparently that doesn't really matter that much, especially with cats and dogs. It's more about their personalities. So, yeah, if you were to make a cat soldier, I'm pretty sure there was a femboy in there. So, if you, like, going back to what Luma said, if they were gonna make a cat soldier, the best cat soldier will be a female cat girl. I once took a female stray cat for like 5 minutes, but she didn't mind me or my siblings. As soon as she saw my male cat, she started hissing. Yeah, from the article I just read there, apparently female cats are more territorial than male cats. In a sense, the same kind of goes for male and female lions. Like, people sees the male lions as the stronger of the two, but apparently, if you read the documentary, if you watch documentaries, typically it tends to be the female lions who are more aggressive. That sometimes they force male lions. Sometimes female lions force male lions to breed with them. Like, sometimes the male lion doesn't want to breed, but the female lion will physically abuse the male lion to breed with them. But there was the 5 lion brothers who were killing other tribes. I mean, then again, those 5 brother lions were typically just attacking children rather than the adult lions. The tone and demeanor aren't quite the same, but she's starting to speak a little like Mentor. I suppose it comes with the territory since Mentor raised her like a daughter. Most lion girls, most female animals are demons. Have you seen? Yes. And spiders, female spiders are naturally bigger than male spiders. Even in the shark kingdom, female sharks are bigger than male sharks. It's humans where it's reverse. Now that's the perfect soldier. Like, I think it's only like humans, not just humans, primates, where it's the opposite. But other animals, it tends to be the female who tends to be the strongest. Like, I have a male and female dog. Oreo's the male dog. The female keeps attacking him. Like when he tries to attack, she wins the fight. And also, I read an article. In wolves, the alpha tends to be female. Like sometimes there could be male alpha. It tends to be the female wolf leading the charge. Okay, I already read that. A teacher once told my class that human males are stronger in terms of upper body. Yeah, that tends to be true, actually. Actually, women tend to be more flexible than men and more agile than men. But in terms of strength, it's mostly men. You're such a well-behaved girl. Ryu sure is qualified. She should be the same age as Chocola too. Oh yeah, 9 months. I saw like an elephant giving birth. It was literally like not just elephants. I've seen other animals give birth in documentary. They tend to just, they just tend to like spit them out and then they just leave. I've heard... Shigura's voice is higher. I've heard that the French bellholder exam is considerably harder. One must be undoubtedly qualified just to pass. And look, she has a gold bell. It means she's a high ranking. She had a high score. And in a sense, that's kind of the question, right? humans are physically the weak. Humans besides insects, humans are physically the weakest animal on Earth. But humans are the smartest. That's the reason why humans are ruling. But if it came to strength and abilities, humans would lose. Huh? Is the exam different content-wise? Of course. It's the same as a driver's license exam, where the standard is different from country to country. I saw an elephant giving birth. The mama was kicking the newborn to stand up. The worst part is I was like 7-10 years old, and when I saw that, I was so confused. I want to see a dog go against a wildebeest. Speaking of dogs, like I said, there's going to be Inupara. Because from what I heard, NekoWorks and Sayori have been really busy because they haven't announced a cancellation for that Nekopara. What was it called? Nekopara 10? Nekopara 10. They haven't announced a cancellation for that, even though it's been inactive. They're also working on Volume 5, and also they're working on Inupara. Nekopara 10. That Volume 5, aka Nekopara After, Inupara. Because I don't know, the para part isn't Japanese, right? So Nekopara 10, like Raiten. Like, they have that, then they have Volume 5, then they also have Inupara to work on. So they're literally working on 3 games. Yeah, it's by Yostar, the same company who makes Azure Lane. And apparently, yeah, it's technically like Azure Lane. And they're calling it a dating sim. And I saw the cast for it. They're using the anime cast, not the game cast. So it's kind of weird. Plus, in Japan, private sector people outsourced by the government serve as protractors? But in France, police officers take on that role. That does seem tough.
The bell exam was, yes, very tough. There were many times where I thought that I wasn't caught out, but this year was so kind to teach me so much.
There'd be no point in teaching you if you didn't have the effort to back it up. Whoops. The reason why you have a bell Fruze is because you put forth the effort. I search. I play Azure Lane. Well, I haven't played it in months. I haven't pet yet. Whoops. Wait. It disappears now. I'll pet them when I do. You can't do that.
Thank you very much, Patricia. Oh, I wanna take you home.
Hey, don't say that like you mean it. That might be a good idea. Huh? Fruze has been in my house before she could even walk or talk. She only knows this shop in this town. Parisian chinchilla or something. Yeah. In this world, there are many people, places, and things outside your wildest imagination. Going on without knowledge of any of that would be a shame and dangerous. I can help you with that, Shigure. First, don't kidnap the strawberry girl, please. I want you to learn more about this wide world. I see. it is important to broaden one's horizons. I feel like she's saying that about I feel like she's saying that about myself. I was always locked in a small world. Imagine being destroyed by a SCP operative who's a cat girl. I mean, technically everything is canon in SCP. Fox girls, wolves, dragons, God, the devil, angels. Anything is canon. Think of it, they probably have an SCP for it. Heck, I'm practically an SCP. Not really. I'm a half demon, half dragon. But I'm probably like in the safe. My danger level's probably safe. So my threat level's safe, so you don't have to worry. I think. I don't know. I was under the assumption that my dad's house and the places around school made up the entire world. She's a cute version of Markov. When I met Mentor in the city, my world changed in a big way. I was able to choose my own path. If that is so, then I am fully prepared to take her in and teach her about the expenses of the world. Really? Then maybe I should take you up on that offer. But if you do that, what will happen to the shop, Mentor? I don't foresee any problems if Shigure works in Cruz's stead. SCP Horn Dog, she's safe as long as you feed her chocolate daily. Technically, yeah, that's kinda true. Huh? I think it'd be best for you. It would be best for you to look at what the world has to offer as well, in person and not through a small screen. You must forgive me. Wait, you must forgive me. I cannot live in a world without Nisama. Where's food? I need 3 things: water, air, and Nisama. How do you get from ice cream to the perfect soldier to Sayori being overworked to OSCPs? Wait, did we? Yeah, Niyapo. Tangents, I guess. Is that so? What a shame. Yeah. As expected of Nisama's mentor, Binet-san makes better arguments. She couldn't live without Cashew, perfect waifu. Why can't you romance her? I mean, if you watch other streamers and other VTubers, this tends to happen. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really going into. We're not really going outside of the spoken territory. It's still related to Nekopara. Like we were talking about SCP Nepos. Then what about regular streamers? At the end of the day, VTubers are still technically regular streamers. We just have avatars and lore. Then again, someone could not be a VTuber and they could still have lore if they want to. I'm not sure how much of that was true, but I also agree that Cruz should learn more about the world. But it doesn't have to be right away. Whenever the time comes where you want to do that, I'll do everything in my power to help you, Cruz.
Thank you very much. When the time comes, I sure would appreciate it.
I look forward to it. Yep, now then, time to wash up the plates. I'll be heading back to the kitchen then. I'm actually kind of surprised, to be honest. Like, when I started off VTubing, I was playing games I like. There's 6 cat girls who control an interdimensional spaceship that can delete. Oh. I mean Nekopara 6 cat girls. As I was saying, going back, I realized that I actually attract a lot of non-VTubers. Like, I attract a lot of non-VTuber audiences. I mean, yeah, a bulk of my audience apparently are they already watch VTubers. But some, like a handful, they don't watch VTubers at all. My guess is probably because of the games I play. I don't know. I mean, I enjoy those games. I'm not doing them for views. As soon as fire. Like, I don't play those games for views. I play those games because I actually enjoy those games, or I want to check out those games. The next game should be Cyber Neko 2069. Nekopara in the future. Before I even notice, my first full day in France is coming to a close. The original La Soleil is fumé or something. Close for business before sunset. Good job to the both of you. Eat up and have your fill. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you very much. I know I asked this of you suddenly, and I brought Shigure along on top of that. Yay, it's my favorite torture. Hello, Raze. With meals, the more the merrier. Besides, you two are a family, aren't you? Yes. I mean, my ears. Oh yeah, I saw that. Then help yourselves. Shigure will say the top one. Time to eat, and the bottom one will be fuse.
Time to eat. Bon appetit.
Darn it, I have to speak more French. Hodoreur, served to enrich one's appetite and mood. I haven't seen Chocola once since I got here. Where's my squeaky ear torture? Maybe later. Man, don't think 5 seconds. Don't think 5 seconds to search it. Oh, Baba Yaga. Oh yeah, that. The witch thing that eats people or something. I don't quite remember, but they live in a house on chicken legs. The portion size is small, designed to make you enjoy their visual beauty. Mentor has scallops topped with mini shrimp and caviar sandwiched between pieces of baby tomatoes. To ensure it's held together, it's drenched in a light coat of potato masseline, or I'm sorry if I'm butchering French words, making it less likely to fall apart when eaten. Delicate, vibrant, and gentle on the palate. To be honest, it's either I might accidentally finish Volume 4 here, or I won't get far enough to see Chocola again. Who knows? You butcher every non-English word. Weird. Like, hello, how are ya?
Ah, this is delicious, Bennett, son.
This is fantastic. Thank you. This is just regular home cooking, but I've been making it since my grandmother's generation, so I appreciate the compliment. Oh, this is like the second chapter. It says chapter 4 though. These delicate hors d'oeuvres, or whatever, are like a bite into the blessings of the Mediterranean. Don't tell me poster girl Chocola got reduced to background character in this game. I mean, technically she was poster girl in Volume 2, and 3. Because in 2, the focus was on coconut and azuki, but mostly coconut. And in Volume 3, the focus was on maple and cinnamon, mostly maple. Their saltiness and acidity is good for the body. Of course in front of everyone. Following the fuse de riz is soup, which is then followed by a dish of poisson or something. Fish. That every dish is exquisite.
Oh, so good. Eating your cooking is such a great treat after our hard days at work for this year.
And I love seeing you enjoy my cooking, Fuse. Not only a full-course dinner and first-class French cuisine in Paris, but a night in a historic mansion. What should I do? I doubt the manager assistants, an amateur such as myself, provides even close to compensating you for such lavishness. Shigure, you sure do say the darndest things. I don't care about compensation, and neither should you. But you're taking care of Nisama, and me on top of that. Oh, the cat girls who have the best ship in the is there? Oh. 6 cat girls, right? Is that maybe it's a Nekopara cast? I get how you feel, but I've tried to give Mentor tokens of my gratitude plenty of times in the past, and she would never accept a single offer. I want to thank her someday by making some really delicious Western sweets. Mentor is the one who taught me all I know, so I think showing her my growth is a valid form of thanks. I look forward to that, Cashew. I see, but what should I do? I'm telling you not to worry about it. You're just as hard-headed as Cashew and his kind. My apologies, then I will gladly accept your offer. Do so please. Now, I'm pretty proud of this one too. I want you to enjoy it. After the main meat dish comes slices of Mentor's cake, which lines the table. Slices of Mentor's cake, which lines the table. Quite free. What? Incredible! They're so pretty. Incredibly so.
Your cakes are always so pretty, but today's cakes are special, and I can really feel your joy from them. But this year,
how many times has Bruce's voice changed this stream? Also, they're quite loyal. Oh, that's what you were trying to say. Really? That's great. I scoop the tip of the cake and bring it to my mouth. The cake is a new recipe that I've never... It looks like some sort of fruit cake. I've never tasted before. But the flavor definitely belongs to my mentor. Hello, JC. Yes, let's nya. If Chocolate doesn't appear, I'll just use Chocolate's voice randomly. It's a fresh, yet nostalgic taste. I feel I've come to this city for the sole purpose of eating this. Has it calmed down a little? I don't know, but was that Was I that bad? You had the face of a lost kitten. Color me embarrassed. Honestly, when I was helping with the shop today, I did kind of ask myself, should I really be doing this right now? No chocolate, no peace. Ray's needs his weekly chocolate torture. We'll see. I thought I should be baking the cake that'll satisfy my dad before Christmas. But as I worked through the day, I kind of started to remember the old days. My desire from when I started off to make Western sweets had resuscitated. Your feeling of desperation is gone? To be honest, a little remains, but the weird feeling of discomfort has diminished. My objective isn't to have my dad recognize my talents, it's to bake a cake that puts smiles on people's faces. That is my goal, and that's the right one for me, I'm positive. But Dad said that you'll always be half the man you should be if you keep running behind words like that. My goal is right, in which case, I was the one in the wrong. SCP author can make anything scary or sad somehow. That's true. Or memey and funny. I've been running behind my words. I was satisfied by just saying that I wanted to put smiles on faces. Essentially, I was running behind those words. If I really want to bring smiles to people's faces, then I can do something more. I should do something more. That is what my dad was trying to tell me. At least I think. I'm not your father, so I don't know. Your hunch could be right, or it could be wrong. I'm gonna turn on my electric fan. Tell me if you hear it. I mean, can you hear it? I mean, if you look at Fox Girls lore-wise, if you look at Fox Girls lore-wise, no, I'm not talking about the all three, well, technically four, because there's the Vietnamese version I can't pronounce. The Chinese version, the Korean version, and the Japanese version of Fox Girls tend to be a bit scary. Like, yeah, the Japanese version tends to, like, pull pranks on people. But there was Tamamo Namai. There was Tamamo Namai from Japan. She's considered one of the 3 great evils in Japan, and she caused a lot of chaos. She was a fox girl. In Korean, the Gumiho, or Kumiho, I can never pronounce it right. They tend to be kind of like succubi, and kind of like vampires. They tend to lead people and eat them. And the Chinese version, I don't want to pronounce it wrong, because I pronounced it wrong last time. The Chinese version, they're 50-50, but in a lot of lore, they like to eat hearts and livers of humans. So, meanwhile, the Japanese version, yeah, they pull pranks on people, but Tamamo Namai, she flat out caused chaos all around Japan. But in the Japanese version, fox girls like to eat rice cakes. So yeah. There's also a chance that not even he himself knows the true meaning behind what he said. Words like that, you give them to 100 different people, and they'll interpret them 100 different times. That's just 100 ways, sorry. And that's important. What's important isn't the words, it's... No, I've said too much. The day's work on top of the long trip must have tired you. Must have you tired, no? You should shower up and hurry to bed. Oh, how silly of me to forget. There are empty rooms here, but the only one with a free bed is the one that Cashew used before. Would the two of you mind sharing? Oh no. Oh no, Shigure. Please no. Of course, but I don't mind to inconvenience you. I had planned on staying in a hotel in the first place. That will not do. Walking around after sundown could be dangerous. That's right. It's a big bed, so we'll manage. Huh? But if you don't want to, that's a different story. Let's go.
What? With Nisama? I'm in such bliss. I think I might pass out.
Yeah, in all the stories, like even the Japanese version, even though the Japanese version is more tame, like they like to pull pranks on people, but some of them do like to eat people. They still disguise themselves as women and seduce men and then pull pranks on them. Nonetheless, no matter the story, fox girls are always going to be succubi, incubi. No matter the story. They're also, an incubi and succubi are considered energy vampires. So yeah, they will drain your energy once they seduce you. And not even just women. Yeah, they're shapeshifters. That's why I said succubi, incubi, but people tend to just go succubi because they're a lot more popular than incubi. Even though, in original demonic lore, this is coming from a half-demon themselves. When a succubi sleeps with a man, they become an incubi. If an incubi sleeps with a woman, they turn into a succubi. So it's one and the same. But nowadays, they're considered different, so yeah. You're sure you'll be alright, Cashew? Mostly the Middle Ages. And also I'm a half-demon myself, so... I'm a half-fiend. So specifically, I am that breed. I'm a succubi incubi, half. The other half is a dragon, so... That's why my gender is unknown. Because it could change on a dime, because of that half of me. Same with Papa Fiend. Papa Fiend could be Mama Fiend sometimes. But Mama Dragon will always be Mama Dragon. Because dragons don't really do that. Like, yeah, dragons can have shape-shifting abilities, but even if they change their appearance to look like male, apparently biologically it doesn't really change them. Shigure just gets like this sometimes. I'm positive we'll be just fine. Please believe me, Mentor. It depends on the type of dragon. Like there's Fafnir. He's a dragon. I mean, he's a male dragon. I mean, he was originally a dwarf. Then there's also Quetzalcoatl from Aztec. Was it Aztec? Yeah, I think so. He's a feathered serpent, and they gave him. Even though Japan turned him into female, he is still going to be male. Mayan, yeah, Mayan. One less worry then. I see. So this is the type of girl Shigure is. I'm glad I've gotten to meet her.
I don't think I've ever seen Otsuya so delighted. She looks really happy when she is talking about the both of you.
Is that a fact?
I don't think I've said anything terribly amusing, but the laws of nature do dictate that gazing upon Nisama fills one with joy. Shigure-san, you are amusing.
You will come to understand as well, I'm sure. Oh no, foreshadowing. Mentor does look happy. Her eyes get especially gentle when she looks at Shigure. Shigure ends up coming here without any previous arrangements, so I thought she would be trouble, but ultimately, it might have been the right choice to bring her along. I never would have guessed Mentor would be so thrilled to see her. Smash her? No! Oh wow, it's almost 1 hour.
Nekopara.
I'm guessing the top one is cinnamon and the bottom one is maple.
I made a doll of Cashew-san out of toilet paper towels.
Why are you doing something so dumb? Well, where's mine? You've played this game before, Luma. Am I close to the end? Will I end Volume 4 here? Boy, it sure has been a minute. This room hasn't changed one bit. Maybe not. Okay. Mentor said that she had free rooms, so I'm guessing she's letting Ryu's use a different room. It really is just how I left it. I assume that she frequently tidies it up. Rooms are meant to be used after all. Now that you mention it. Unless you open the window and thus almost daily, the spell of mildew will instantly grow. Is that how it works? I tidy up your room back at home almost every day, so it is spotless. Maybe not. Now that I have realized. What have you realized? Okay, Race, if you're still here, that wasn't Chocola, but that was Cinnamon. How's that? Is that your daily torture? Even in the lewd scenes. What? I opened the windows, air out the inside, wipe down your desk, and check the comfort levels of your bed. Oh, I see. Is there a need for a daily check of my bed's comfort levels? I guess I'm just into the story. Yeah, the thing about Nekopara is that it's good writing. They don't need to soil it with lewds. Like, yeah, they could have toned down the romance. In fact, because I'm aromantic, they could have just cut out the romance. They could have just cut out the romance. It would have been a good brother-sister story with a cat girl and Cashew. Just like the anime. Like, Nekopara has a bad reputation because of the way it is, but if you actually sit down and play the game, it's actually really good. It might be that Benet-san had been waiting for your return this entire time, Nisama. Huh, maybe. You just get the version Jaws Nekopara isn't Nekopara without the lewds. The anime had ecchi, so it wasn't flat out rude. Like, the subreddit likes to attack the anime, but in my opinion, the anime is a lot better. Like, it's just a bunch of horn dogs. Like, the anime focused on the good writing, rather than... I mean, one person didn't like the anime. Specifically, they didn't... Like, one person didn't like the anime because of one episode. They didn't like how that one episode handled Volume 3. They said, yeah, they understand that the anime is not lewd, so yeah, they would have accepted a non-lewd version of Volume 3, but apparently the anime's version of Volume 3 ruined it for them. Like, there wasn't really emotional weight compared to Volume 3. Then again, they had 20 minutes to set it up. The game had 6 to 7 hours. I feel terrible that she has been taking such good care of this room for such an unworthy apprentice. Apparently, the Switch is just like the Steam version. I saw the reviews. They're talking about the PS4 version. The PS4 version cut out more than the Switch version. Because I remember Nintendo actually made a statement saying they'll support more mature games from now on. Meanwhile, Sony did the opposite. They said they'll be toning down sexual games. So yeah. When's Doom? I don't know. I want to play Doom, but I'll probably suck at it. What about this? I'll play Doom in chronological order. I mean, Doom is already chronological. Oh, there's Doom on Switch. Didn't you know? Google it. Like, you could get the entire series. In fact, the Switch even has the Doom Collector's Edition. Like, the Doom Collector's Edition has Doom 1, 2, 64, 3, and then you could just get 2016 and Eternal separately. Which begs the question, if I do play the Doom series, should I get it on Switch? Or should I get it on PS4, or should I get it on PC? Tomorrow's another early day. Let's shower up and get to bed. PC is much easier. Huh? Wait, huh? We're showering together? Well, my body and mine are ready. Of course not. Of course not together. Hurry and take yours first. Right away. I don't know what's like, but PS4 gives the nostalgia effect. Why is she making cat noises?
No. Oh, no.
Shigure, you're sick. We need a hospital ASAP. There's no lewd scene, okay? It's only a brother and sister sharing a bed. If this was lewd, she would be clothed. She would be naked. In like a couple of seconds. Even the subreddit and Twitter. Even the subreddit and Twitter said they don't. Shigure and Kashi don't do it. So I trust them. That's why people are worried about Volume 5. That they're gonna like the creator Sayori will make Kashi and Shigure do it in Volume 5. So people are really worried about Volume 5. Because if you see the poster for Volume 5, it's Shigure and Fuse. So people are worried.
My apologies. I'm just so thrilled that I forgot human speech for a second.
Well, you did work hard today.
You're too kind, especially considering I tagged along of my own accord.
Don't sweat it. I came here on my own accord too, so we're in the same boat. Go ahead, riot. Plus, it seems that Mentor likes you.
How peculiar. I was hoping to not end up an inconvenience, but perhaps me being your sister has something to do with earning her favor?
No clue, but Mentor is a really nice person. Why can't you find? Volume 5? Search Nekopara after. It should show up. Wait, let me test it. Nekopara after. Yeah, search up Nekopara after. It's in French. It's Nekopara after La Velle Familia or something. So, yeah. Just what have you been searching to make your algorithm do that? But yeah, search up Nekopara after. Oh yes, I simply adore Benate's-san, myself. Fuse is a really good girl too. In a single day, those two managed to hit it off with one another. She sure grew up into one qualified cat girl. Nisama, have you always known Fuse? A little before I went back to Japan, she was staying here. But she was pretty damn small back then, though. I don't blame Fuse for not remembering me. I had almost forgotten her myself. I'm sure she will remember. She had quite a curious look initially. Just wait a sec. I'll get the image up. Okay. Oh no, it's not gonna save properly. Where can I get an image that's actually gonna save properly? It's still not gonna save properly. Just hold on a sec. Okay. I'm gonna screenshot it. So, then I'm gonna... What was that? I don't even search lewd words, it just gives me lewds. Maybe the internet knows what it wants. Spiral. It's, from a thing. Okay. Let me just crop the image because I think it's too big right now. Because I screenshotted it. Okay, oops. Okay, I have the image ready. Then I'll just add a new source, then I'll show you the image. No, it's not. No, I just searched up Nekopara after, and it just gave... The first result was that. Okay. Oh, trick me, I guess. Here. This is the poster for Nekopara after. What do you think? See? The focus is on Fuse and Shigure. That's why people are worried that... Because Volume 4's cover page is all the cat girls. So, they weren't hinting that the... So technically there's no girls that's focused. They haven't revealed how old she is. So... Yeah. Let's get back to the game. And today... Wait. I already read that. Some people are saying they hope not. Like, even though Reddit is a bunch of horn dogs, they have dignity. They're like saying, we don't want Shigure and Kashi to actually do it. Did she? You've got your eyes peeled for cat girls as always. I see. gonna guess under 18, as in Volume 1, she's still under parental vision. Then, in Asia, some people don't move out from their parents' house until 25. And it's pretty normal in Asia to stay with your parents until you're in your mid-20s. I hadn't noticed at all. Dignity, what's that? Darn it, spiraled. You don't think that she's worried I work too slow, do you? As an Asian guy, I can confirm that.
Well, no, I wouldn't think so.
In fact, unlike non-Asian households, Asian parents are willing to hold on to you until they think you're mature enough. Non-Asian households tend to kick out their children after they're 18. I meant stuff like taxes. I mean, Shigure does work. Fuse really is overqualified. Granted, I don't think our girls are any slouches as they are either. But to be that age and to do such fine but to be that age and do such fine work is quite impressive, isn't it? Looks like I don't hold a candle to mentor when it comes to raising cat girls either. Yeah, I have very, very poor eyesight, so I just can't read.
The same goes for me. From first-hand experience, cat girl rearing is a tough job.
We can take care of ourselves. It was just more money to stay. Yeah. Kinda sounds a bit like, yeah. From what I heard, Hispanics and Asians are kind of very similar when it comes to certain aspects. I mean, yeah, they're still different. I mean, I come from an Asian household, like I said. Mama Dragon is an Asian dragon. It's a divine dragon, but still Asian. And Papa Fiend is also Asian, and I mentioned I'm 1/8 Fox Fiend. And Fox Fiends are from China, Korea, and Japan, so it tells you what I am.
Each cat girl's personality differs from the last, as well as their likes and dislikes. Advantages in one regard end up being disadvantages in another, and vice versa. That is why even now, after raising 6 cat girls, I still feel the need to care for them more. That's a very motherly thing to say despite not having kids.
Ah, crap. Stop comparing them to your daughters.
Those girls are my daughters, my best friends, my pride and joy.
Wait, I forgot to head pat Fuse again.
Yeah. Each one is different, huh?
Eh? I reflect on just how right she is. Fuse, or Fuse, or Fuse, Strawberry. Even their preferences in cakes all differ from girl to girl. Uh-oh.
And chocolate special chocolate morning star. I like it.
This is good, isn't it?
So, there's 3 men and the pistol, right? They make love to one another, and once they squish and slush, they make a baby. You see?
Yeah. It is cinnamon. Okay. Sim is the odd cat out.
Is something the matter, Nisama?
Oh no, just thinking to myself. everyone's person. They're kind of saying that Cinnamon has special mental needs. They even alluded to that in the anime. Everyone's personalities are different, but Mentor's cakes bring smiles to everyone's faces. Also, by the look of things, I'm not doing the karaoke stream next week. Because I said I was gonna do Oops. I accidentally pressed the mouse. Wait, it's not letting me. There. That is why she has so many varieties of cakes. Then what if she makes a cake for one person? Didn't she cook tonight's dessert for you, Nisama? Oh, you might be onto something. She made all that to present for me to taste. Given that, the cake that I should be making is... I love seeing you when you're locked in thought, Nisama. Haha, Nisama, are you already asleep? No, not yet. Mabel told me that you've had trouble sleeping recently. Yeah, I end up lost in my thoughts when I'm by myself. But you aren't alone right now. Yeah, I know. You have me. You have Beneg's son, Fuse, and the other cat girls as well. Spoiler, in the morning, Shigure looks like she got smashed but didn't. Yeah. Now I understand why the subreddit said this game was tiptoeing very close to it. Speaking of which, I wonder how they're all doing. Perhaps I should have employed a pet sitter after all. Nah, there's no need for that. They're bell-holding cat girls, so they should be the ones pet-sitting for others. I haven't reached out to them out of fear of making them miss us. That's why don't you... But why don't you give them a phone call at least? No, I believe in them. I need to do what I set out to accomplish. That's rude. Besides, early? Like, at least check up on them. When I was in Japan, every time when it was like bedtime, I would call my family. Besides, it's early morning, and then again, Japan and Australia only at the time only had like 2 hours difference, so it wasn't that bad. Besides, it's early morning in Japan right now. The girls should be sleeping. Very well. In that case, I will serve as the cat girls in their stead for the time being. Service them for the time being? Bruh, 7 out. Shigure, let me say this now because I think you've got the wrong idea. I don't really sleep together with any of the girls. Chocolate and Vanilla sleep in their own room, and the others go home after work every day, right? Huh? But they're your companions, are they not? Well, yeah, but... 6 of them, no less. Yes. And you're telling me that you haven't shared your bed with any of them? He has! No, I mean, it's not like it's off limits, but all we just wanted... plot twist, when they return, they find out the cat girls turned the place into a fight club and the shop is burning down. Coconut would be a backbreaker. But all we just want us... But we all just want to sleep in peace when night rolls around, right? That's making me think of Danganronpa. Late night or early morning? I don't care. You would be a handful if you were a cat girl.
Well, I wish I was a cat girl.
Yeah. You're you, Shigure. My precious little sister.
True. If I were a cat girl, then I wouldn't be your sibling.
Nekopara Nyanjour.
Maybe you should be a cat boy instead.
Yeah, you should. You better hurry to sleep. I'm sure fatigue is still kicking in. If she were a cat girl, we would have smashed her since Volume 1.
Nisama, you're not going to do anything. Act now for a limited time offer of a cat girl substitute. The seasonal Nisama appreciation season is underway, you know.
That's only making me worry more. There's still hope for Volume 5 though. Shigure, fingers crossed. Sorry. No. In Volume 3 they hinted at. Remember? In Volume 3, Cinnamon wanted to borrow Cashew's laptop because she wanted to watch videos that she's not allowed to watch videos at home. And Cashew's like, no, I'm not letting you. If you can't promise me that you'll be rational and keep some self-control, I'm chucking you out of bed right now.
My apologies. I swear I will not do anything bad.
Alright, like I said before, we're getting up early tomorrow, so let's get some shut-eye.
Right. Good night and pleasant dreams, Nisama.
Night, Shigure. I mean, okay, going back to Cinnamon, there's one thing I don't like what they did in the anime. In the games, when someone says that Cinnamon is a pervert, she admits it. But in the anime, when she was getting called out for being a pervert, she's like, I'm not a pervert, so please don't imagine me as a pervert. That's the only thing I didn't like in the anime. Wait a couple of minutes for pets. Okay, I left my house late yesterday night and boarded a rocky train to the airport. From there, I had a long flight. After a short nap on the plane, I landed in France, met Shigure, and grabbed breakfast with her. Then, I worked in the original La Soleil for the first time in ages. Capping things off, the final item for dinner ended up being my exact ideal flavor. It was one of my mentor's cakes. Yeah? What other problems would I have with the anime? I feel like I got a grasp on something by speaking with her. After all this time stagnating, I'm progressing ever so slightly. I feel it. At the very least, I feel like a few of the change that have been constricting my heart are starting to drop off. My exhaustion and relief caused me to slip into a deep slumber. Have you guys been counting how many times Fuse's voice has changed? If this was a lewd scene, this would have been blacked out.
I can't sleep.
I'm sure she's still perverted in the anime, but she doesn't like proclaiming it. And she doesn't like people calling her out. She's still perverted.
When I think of how Nisama is sleeping next to me. But I promise I would only watch. Only watching is good enough for me. Nisama.
Wait, Casher. Alright, you can do it, Chocola.
You're lovely even when you sleep talk, Nisama.
Good girl, good girl.
Nisama's hand is going for my head.
Chrome is using... What a tragic love story smash. Chrome is using 142% of my physical round. Sorry. Good job there, Chocola.
If you so desire, I will be chocolate for you.
You too, Vanilla. You did great. Good girl.
If you're going to pet me that much, then I'll be even your vanilla too.
What? You want head pats too, Azuki? Haha. Good girl.
Nice, Azuki.
Oh yeah, you too, Coconut.
Nisama, you're too high. You're petting the air.
Unironically calling people good girls causes me pain. What about good boys?
Maple and Cinnamon get a turn too.
Yes. Same results. Oh. What about if I do this? Arara Rays, you've been a good boy. Maybe you also deserve some praise. There, good boy. What about that? You cause me pain, Jaws. I mean, they're cat girls. Well, depending on how you say it, guess I'll take the other version. It would be... So, if I do...
Race, you're being such a good boy. You deserve a good pat on the head. There. You're a little too tall for me. Do you mind bending down so I can pet your head?
Okay. Yeah. Maple and Cinnamon too. Wait, you just made my parents even raising in that single second. What? Wait, are you playing in full volume? Good girls, good job.
You're going in for a hug? My head is getting pet so much. So many pets.
You all did so good. So good. Uh-oh.
This is bad. I mean, it's not, but you can't touch there, or Nisama, amazing, incredible, Nisama,
It's not smashing. Okay? It's not smashing, it's just touching. What's the matter, Chocola? More? You want some more? If you guys were in the beginning of my Nekopara series, you would have heard me moan in my Chocola, in all my voices. I would like to unexist right now.
Is this the day I die? Is today the day of my demise? Father, Mother, your little Shigure is about to.
Oh, it's just, see? It's just hugging. It's just hugging. I suffer each and every one of these. die from a cuddle overload. Jaws and Rays right now. Wait, no. Pain. Are you guys participating in that challenge? I slept great. Man, I can't remember the last time I conked out like that. That November challenge. That peanuts. Feels like a fog in my mind. Mind's lifted completely. That's a woman enjoying it. Shigure, did you manage to sleep well? Wait. Huh? Wait, what happened? It was...
Oh, Nisama.
What happened, Shigure? Did you catch a cold?
I'll be fine. You're just too much to handle, Nisama.
I don't think I did anything to you, but you didn't do anything, did you? It's official. Worst volume ever. What's wrong, Spiral? Why do you want to unexist? Normally it's Ray's getting tortured. Are you okay? I am, but I am not, because I've ascended past it. I don't think I did anything to you. But, wait, I already read that.
No, I did not do a thing. I did not lay a single finger upon you.
In any case, why don't you hop into the shower? You're dripping with sweat, and the sheets are soaking wet. I'm asexual. It's literally daily for me. Then why do you get bothered when I use the voices?
I am glad it was only sweating. I nearly turned someone else's bed into a scene into a slaughter film.
Oh, you're so bad at dating, you gave up? Your nose is bleeding. Wait, your nose is bleeding? Shigure rises up, fixes her disheveled pajamas, and staggers her way to the shower room. I'm aromantic. I'm ace. I hate organic interactions such as that. It's only my voice. What's so bothering about it? What the hell happened? Here we are.
Nekopara. Jaco is starving. Acting manager.
Throw out any fantasies you get in on a lunch break. Oh yeah, Azuki is cruel. Oh, yeah. She would be sued if you think about it, and she'd be jailed. Good morning, Cashew. Shigure, did you both sleep well? Yes, my head is much clearer now. I feel as though the world changed colors. All of creation shined radiantly and I emerged reborn. Why the exaggeration? Wait. The voice is causing me to cringe and suffer. But why though? If you're asexual, my voices won't do anything to you.
Shigure-san, are you alright? You sure seem somewhat tired.
How many times has her voice changed already? Of course, I'm fine, Phrase. By the way, Benate-san, there's something I would like to ask you. Okay, in that case, let's go to the kitchen. I'd appreciate some help with making the cakes and setting up for breakfast. She wouldn't last a minute with yeah. Coconut is physically strong. That's not how it works. I mean, I'm only aromantic, so I don't know how it works. Then I'll come too. Cashew, I want you and Phrase to get the shop ready for opening. She's actually the worst. Yeah, but she is physically the strongest. Wait, who are we talking about? Huh? Actually, in the anime, they had a scene like that where they were, you know, the anime Keijo, or where they're hitting each other with their butts. The anime copied that. Go ahead. I think that the roles are reversed here. If Mentor says so, there must be some meaning behind it. Unless you're not, I don't know. Okay then. Alright then. Okay, Phrase. Let's start by sweeping the outside.
Okay.
As of Volume 2, we was Coconut effectively carried. The two of us work in silence, cleaning up the outside of the shop and setting up the sandwich board. Huh? What's wrong? How did that autocorrect?
Oh, no. Thank you for carrying the sandwich board out, Cashew-san.
It's a tad heavy. Then again, if they were any lighter, the wind would knock it down.
I'm glad that we got to work together like this.
Have you always worked solo, Phrase?
Yes, Patricia is in the kitchen or at the counter. I'm always outside attending to sitting for customers. It's a breath of fresh air doing the same job in the same place with someone. It's somewhat fun.
I still have no idea what accent I'm giving her. I've been in this line of work for much longer, but you're way more diligent than I'll ever be.
You're putting painstaking details on your work. I'd like to learn by your example.
Really?
Granted, I oftentimes see you space out.
It doesn't match her. Mistral's voice is very deep. And we can tell Fuse has a high-pitched voice. Wait, let's actually see. First, we'll put this up a bit. Yeah, it's pretty high pitch. Okay. Ugh.
You have a lot of things on your mind that you need to sort out at the moment, right, Cashew-san? Patricia told me some of the details.
I like how the test is just Nekopara. Yeah. Definitely sounds like don't understand and can relate. To which is why it causes me discomfort. Does her voice raise cause you discomfort? Also, this is an experimental voice, so I don't know how it's going. Yeah, but for some reason, but there's still no reason to space out in the middle of work.
I will work to pick up the slack.
What about Cinnamon? Why did it put me here? I was gonna say something lewd, but I freaking forgot what I was gonna say. It causes all my cringe inhibitors to break. Also Cinnamon, yes. I'm not sure what I should say. If you hate that voice so much, then why did you let me sing in that voice? I feel somewhat apologetic and pathetic. Of course, I'm more grateful than anything, but that does go without saying.
You give your very best into baking cakes, so I want to help support you where I can. I love cakes too. After all, the cakes at Patissier fills me with joy.
Yeah, same here. Suddenly, I remember something. Flashback? But it's mostly How should I voice a younger Fuse? Hey, what's the matter?
I want to help, but I'm too short to reach.
Was supposed to be... Oh. Ah, yeah. But really an issue... Not really an issue I could solve. Perfect. What do you mean perfect? I guess a kitten isn't tall enough for kitchen work. Don't worry. Cat girls get big and tall fast. Have some cake and cheer up, okay? Plus, you're in luck. This is where the patissier who can make the world's tastiest cake works. Suck it up, kid.
I love cake.
Oh, you do? I love cake myself. That's why I'm training here.
Training?
I'm trying to combine, just like in volume 3, I had to combine the Valley Girl voice with my quote-unquote Mekon voice to make it sound younger. Yeah, I mean, I'm having her teach me how to make cakes. Though I'm still not good enough to make anything to brag about. Have some if you'd like. I tried to make some macarons la feuilles for you. Strawberry macarons? I also do suffer from another thing, but I guess I kinda grossed out by organic beings because they're ineffective.
Rose?
That's right. Fruits is French for strawberry.
No. Oh, so yummy.
Really?
Yeah, it's so yummy. Thank you, Oni-san.
I don't know how long you're gonna be here for, but it's okay. But if it's okay with you, why don't you try helping around the shop? Raze is the future Atom Smasher. Also, this is kind of foreshadowing. If I were to guess, Cashew's gonna make a macaron and give it to Fraze and she'll remember. If you do, you'll be able to deliver the tastiness to everyone else.
I will.
Appreciate it. I'm not gonna be here for much longer after all. Now I'm gonna forget Fuse's regular voice.
What's the matter?
Oh no, just a trip down memory lane. Actually, I lived together with you, Fuse, albeit just for a short while.
Oh.
You were a super small kitten back then, and it was a really short time, so I don't think you remember. You've been smart ever since you were a kid. Organic. Everything organic we know is simply machinery. And yeah, that's true.
Actually, I do remember. I remember that you used to live here.
Huh? Wait, you do?
I'm sorry. I realized right when we met, but...
Dang, you should have told me. How bad are a cat's memory anyway? No, she didn't forget. Like, she literally just said she remembered instantly, but she didn't know how to approach.
Well, you seem to have more pressing matters to attend to.
Like, she remembers, you could tell. She remembers, but she didn't want to bother Cashew.
I just remembered. That's all.
I see. Now that she mentions it, we only interacted a little when she was still a kitten. It was so minor that even I forgot about it until I met her. Then again, I appreciate that you do remember. Nice to meet you again, Fuse.
Same here, Cashew-san.
I think Grace is secretly enjoying this. I start wiping down the windows.
Huh?
I feel her staring at me intently. No, I'm just here to support Jaws. I suffer. Hey, tomorrow I'm playing Apex Legends, so I don't know how you're gonna do with that. Sure, but... We have a little break between the lunch and dinner time periods. A late lunch break. I volunteer to prepare the food.
Nisama, your cooking was extremely delectable.
I've seen Apex before. That was my first time eating Japanese food in a lifetime. It was a delight, Cashew. I don't inquire for details, but I assume Mentor has stayed in Japan in the past. She held the chopsticks perfectly, and even knew how to hold her soup bowl. She's been to Japan. She's very close with Shigure. I wonder if there's a possibility they're related. No, I'm just making game theories. Here's dessert. Since you all wanted Japanese food, I made this one fit the theme. Spoilers they are. Huh. My oh my. The green tea Mount Block, isn't it? I was curious how it would taste.
This is wonderful, Nisama. A cream block?
That kind of defeats the purpose. Blonde means white in French, but it's green. Does it strike you odd? I also made these if you'd like. Oh, a macaroon a la Jules. Yes, I had a trip down memory lane, so I figured I would try making them again.
Wow, they're so adorable, Nisama. Thank you so much.
Well, this is actually very wholesome. Huh? What's the matter, Fuse? Yeah, like it tasted like. So I'm guessing Benet is Cashew's dad's mom? Whatever is the matter? Fuse?
Nissan.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Nissan's macaron. I've remembered this entire time. This entire time, I wanted to eat it again.
I'm trying to make it sound like she's crying. Have you been keeping that to yourself? Keeping yourself from telling Cashew?
Yes. I'm sorry. I wanted to see you for so long, Nissan.
I would have made it right away if you'd just asked. Yep, she's definitely on the route to become the next companion. You must have thought you would be a bother if... Wait, you must have thought you would be a bother if you asked, right?
Right. You made macaron a la Fuse for me when I was crying, when I was still a child. I've always looked up to you, and I helped out in the shop because of that.
Sure, wholesome Fuse moment. No! Don't ruin that! Then once she became the cat girl here, she would always say she wanted to help out around the shop and even made her name Fuse. She chose her own name? If memory serves, a cat girl picks their name when they're 3 months old. So that's when she came here, huh?
I know you've been busy right now, so I decided that I wouldn't say anything about me.
She was a stray.
But now I've eaten the macaron I've dreamed about. I just couldn't control myself any longer.
It's fine. It's fine, Fuse. You couldn't contain yourself so badly. Nisama understands that. Does she... I know it's a spoiler, but does she follow us to Japan in this volume? Of course. Thank you so much for remembering, Fuse. No, so I'm guessing it's volume 5. I'm guessing it's volume 5 then. Because she's the poster cat girl in volume 5. Also, I appreciate you helping out Mentor in such big ways as well.
Lee-san.
I realize she's like a combination of all the cat girls. Like, color scheme wise, she's similar to Cinnamon. She's mature like Vanilla and Maple. She takes the lead on stuff like Azuki. I don't know what she got from Chocola. Probably her attachment to Cassia. And she calls him Oni-san, Oni-chan, like Coconut. So she's like a combination of all the cat girls. But in the same time, she's unique. She's unique on her own, even though she's like a combination of all of them.
I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you for making macarons when I was crying.
She's not a horn dog. Yeah.
I was so happy, but I couldn't say that. And by that time, I knew that what a farewell was. You had...
Sorry. By the time you came, I was already scheduled to go back home.
I never thought the two of us would reunite.
I'm just as surprised. You're so big that I almost didn't recognize you.
Did I keep my promise to you?
Yeah, you sure did. Isn't that right, Mentor? In Volume 5, Shigure will make genetic modifications to her body to become a full artificial cat girl. In doing so, will finally smash Cash. No! That's... No! Yes, incredibly well. Fuse has been an excellent help to me this whole time. A dream come true.
Oh, thank you very much. Good to see you. Fuse, I'm so glad for you. Yes. Oni-san?
Yeah? Yep, I'm getting coconut vibes. But yeah, she's, like I said, she's a combination. Now I need to adjust my recipe. Because you know how I was working on a cake that involves all the ingredients? Now I have to involve strawberries in it. It's not gonna be hard. Like, I'm gonna combine the sour cherry juice with a little bit of strawberries. Then, put this... Because normally, I pour like a teaspoon of strawberry juice. No, I pour a teaspoon of cherry juice into my cake when I make that cake. So, this time, I saw that you could mix sour cherries and strawberries together. So I'm gonna do that and pour into the cake batter. So it's an easy fix. 4 AM. Yeah, it's 4 AM for me.
Would it be alright if I call you Oni-san again? Just like the old days?
Of course it would.
Anyone who appreciates Nisama is a friend of mine, Fuse. Right. Although, I don't think I'm quite at the level you are, Shigure-san. You don't need to be so reserved. Come now, be honest with yourself. No, really. I'm telling the truth. If you act now, then I will throw in a sleeping Nisama bromade as a gift. Huh? Why did I say sleeping?
Hey, Shigure. Today's lunch break ends up being a little longer than usual. Exactly, no one at the level of Shigure, not even Coconut. Coconut is second place. Oh lord, she's too innocent.
Big trouble, Nisama. There's a line outside.
Oh, we've gotten even more customers than we did yesterday. It's looking a lot like Christmas over here.
This shop has always been a popular spot among those in the know, but the social media presence seemed to have sparked a bigger flame.
Don't talk like you didn't start it.
Apologies, I never thought that it would prove this effective. Shigure-san, I think you may have overdid it. Why are you saying please? I am not the only cause here.
Nekopara 10 was forgotten. Probably. Like I said, Shigure is very busy, and if you go to her Twitter, she's doing a lot more art for other projects as well. Like she even like sent a work in progress, and it's a picture of blood. So people are worried that it's going to be Nekopara related, but people are saying no, it's not going to be Nekopara related. She hasn't said anything, but people are hoping it's not Nekopara related.
You have become the hot topic yourself. Look right here, see?
She's doing this herself. No, she's not doing this by herself. I think, and Nekopara, I think she has like a small team helping her, but she's in charge of the writing and the art. So yeah, art-wise and writing-wise, because she's credited as the writer as well. So yes, the horn dog ideas are her idea. I don't think it's Nekopara. Shigure holds out her cell phone to reveal a line of comments facing Fuse. There are even some customers stating they're explicitly coming here to see her, just slightly standing in the line outside the shop.
Oh. No way, I can't. I don't like that. I don't like being the center of attention.
She has my respect for the horn dog contributions.
Everyone is like that at first. You will come to like it in time. I don't think I'd like turning out like Shigure-san.
Ace? Shigure, please, save the chit-chat for later. Let's get working so we don't keep these customers waiting.
Right. Very well, Oni-san. I'll do my best.
I hope I'm not making her sound too much like Vanilla. I'm still trying to add that weird accent. I don't know what accent it is, but I can't do a French accent, so sorry, we're out of ingredients. Guess we'll have to close up shop for the day then.
It turned more of a
photo session towards the end.
Cameras are scary.
Nah, she sounds different from Vanilla. She sounds Swedish-ish. I don't even know what a Swedish accent sounds like. Like, PewDiePie, he speaks... His accent is that a Swedish accent? PewDiePie's accent doesn't sound that Swedish to me, though. Don't worry. You'll gradually come to like it. I'm going to take it easy. I'm a tad tired. I've been to IKEA a lot. Well, IKEA's here in Australia. They don't... I don't know. They hire the locals, so no one's really speaking Swedish there. Thank you for the fine service, mentor. I will take care of cleaning up.
Oh, so will I.
No, I mean the ads. Oh.
Please leave the cleaning to us for this year.
Thank you. Thank all of you. They're normally in Swedish. Alright, I'll clean up the kitchen. I'll leave the counter and storefront to you guys. I'll make Shigure top. Actually, I made Shigure top last time, so I'll make Fuse top.
Understood.
As they clean, Fuse addresses Shigure.
Excuse me.
Wait, was that the right voice?
Excuse me.
Yes? What is it?
At lunch, I was so overcome by emotion that I blurted that out, but...
Blurted what out?
I asked Kashi-san if I could call him Oni-san.
Haha, you are absolutely adorable when you want love and attention.
That isn't the point. It's just that you're his real younger sister. Plus, you seem to have an abnormal love for him.
I mean, aren't they gonna mention Coconut? If you're asking me if I love or hate Nisama, then I absolutely love him.
Yes. Right.
Nope.
So you don't dislike the fact that I call him Oni-san?
Huh? Why would I?
Well, because...
Fuse, you absolutely love Minate-san's cakes, don't you?
Yes, of course.
What about when you hear a customer say, I love cakes from this shop? Does that make you happy?
Well, yes, it does.
It's the same principle. I am happy to be able to share the splendor of my older brother. I love Nisama, but I also love cat girls. That's why I want to support you in how you feel.
Support me?
More importantly, Nisama seems to love cat girls himself.
Now that you mention it, you have 6 cat girls in your house, don't you, Shigure-san?
Shigure showing why she's the best girl yet again. Indeed, they're all Nisama's companions. No, never.
Huh? I said all 6 of it. All six are his companions. Huh? How does that work?
Everyone shares in each other's love. My guess, Volume 5 is about Fuse fitting in. I'm guessing, because every volume has a theme. Volume 1 was Chocolate's abandonment issues. Volume 2 was about Coconut's self-doubts and inferiority complex. And it says fuse as fuse. I say it different every time. Like last year I call her Fuse, but I noticed that she doesn't have the apostrophe. And Volume 3 is about Maple's dreams. So Volume 4 is about Casio finding himself. So Volume 5 is probably about who's actually I'm gonna go to Google Translate and see how they say it. You might hear it, so French.
Fraise.
Fraise. So it's fraise.
Fraise. Fraise. Fraise. Fraise.
Also, Race, what happened to Volume 6? Raise.
Right. Of course. I feel that isn't what I was asking, but Nisama treats them all with equal amounts of care. I'm sure he'd treat you the same.
I ate Volume 6. But it's kind of like hinted that Nekopara After might be the last volume. That's why it's called After and not Volume 5. Josnia. Yeah, that's real.
But we just reunited. So I'm not so sure about that. Though I did like him a lot when I was a kitten.
Hehe.
Rez, why don't you try coming to Japan? I love this shop. I love Patissier's cakes. And I love to see the smiles on the customers' faces when they eat them.
Nekopara is very humble compared to other games, especially like it's actually pretty tame, yeah.
To me, this is the most important place in the world. I'd like to support that idea. Thank you, Shigure-san. One day, I'll visit your country. I'll visit Anisan's shop.
Yes. Wait, yes. One day, by all means do. I'm guessing if there's a time gap between Volume 4 and After, there's like 6 dudes working on the game, and they've raised $1 million in a year. 6 including Shigure? Oh wait, not Shigure. 6 including Sayori? I'm guessing, like I'll go back to what I was saying. If I were to guess, the time between Volume 4 and After, Frez is probably learning Japanese. And they've hinted that she's a smart girl, so she'll probably figure it out. Wow, tonight is another lovely spread. We have dinner a little earlier than usual. In a follow-up to last night, Mentor treats us to her home cooking. Haha. I hope you enjoy the meal. I will.
Your cooking is, as always... Wait, your cooking is always amazing with Izia, but with Oni-san and Shigure-san around, you go the extra mile.
Haha. I just can't help myself. Also, when is it revealed that they're related? Thank you very much. Just like last night, we had a spectacular dinner. They say 1-year-old cat girls have the intelligence of a 12-year-old. But Frez is the exception. He's very, very smart. Volume 6 is Adam Smasher rising up and annihilating all cat girls so that Neko La Resistance works to She's French. What? After the meal, cups of coffee line the table. The shop sure was bustling today.
It really was. I never expected that many customers.
I think the PR played a part. But I think the reason why so many people showed up was because of your cakes. Because your cakes have a stellar reputation.
That is absolutely right. The cake's becoming a hot topic lead to a majority of people looking into information, which led to a lot of rave reviews. It's energy.
Also, didn't they say it takes at least 1 week? Do you know Dr. Alachief? Nope. Didn't they say it takes 1 week to approve a cat girl's travel visa? So yeah, it kind of makes sense that Phrase isn't gonna follow us. Personally, I'm glad that a lot of people know about your incredible cakes, mentor.
If tomorrow is anything like today, then we might have more than a little problem.
His real name is A Major on the ukulele. Huh. I'm sure that today was just a special case. I don't think we'll have lines out the door again tomorrow.
Right. Tomorrow, will just be Patricia and me.
We both have plans to depart tonight. There's a 7-hour time difference between France and Japan, so we need to leave by then in order to make it back home when I promised. Volume 8, I become one with Skynet and destroy all. Did you... I'm pretty sure there's cyberpunk cat girls. Because I remember I watched a music video for the ending theme of Cyberpunk. The main character, Sasha, she had cybernetic cat ears. And her main weapons were scratchers, which are like implants for nails. Yeah, they do. So Rays can't escape that either. But you can't get them in-game, but they exist in-universe. Which is sad. I mean, you could probably get it by mods, but still. They aren't in-game, because I killed... They're cybernetic attachments. You attach them to people. So anyone could be a cat girl. You could just get the scratchers, you could get the cat ears implant, and maybe get a tail implant. In the end, I didn't know what it is I'm missing. I feel a lot better mentally though. You know, they can keep making more. Cashew, are you still bogged down? Oh, my apologies. Looks like I wasn't able to help you after all. No, that's not true. Well, I'm just still lost on what my father meant by core. But after coming here and helping in the shop, I remembered something. Samsara? No, I don't think I have, but I've seen that name before. I really do want to make cakes that bring smiles to everyone's faces. Mentor, your cakes are so good and have such a gentle flavor that they bring smiles to people's faces. In fact, they don't even have scratchers in the game. It's in the board game, but they don't have the scratchers in the game. Immortal cyborgs. Have fun trying to... oh no. Trying to kill them. Thank you, it warms my heart to hear you say that. It's sort of like I've been thinking of I've been thinking of so much. I've lost sight of my initial focus. I mean, they were in that music video, and apparently that music video is canon. The music video takes place before Edge Runners, but Edge Runners take place before 2077. I mean, there's still the Mantis Blades. You could kind of sugarcoat it and say the Mantis Blades are another form of Scratchers. I may have said that was my goal, but I was trapped by something else. Surprisingly, that simple answer might have been that my dad was driving at. As I said before, I don't know what your father meant, but I support you regardless. So when did they reveal that they're related? I'm curious now. Thank you very much. Speaking of which, I've talked about my reasons for cake making plenty of times, but I've never talked about yours. Have you, mentor? Oh. That's right. Well, when I asked you in the past, I remember you answered, I make cakes because I'm a patissier, but... Is his dad gonna say, oh, this tastes like Is his dad gonna say, oh, this tastes like my mother's cake or something? Huh? Did I now? In that case, what about your reasons of becoming a patissier in the first place? I think I'm gonna fall. Like I said, you could watch the rest of the stream later. I'm not forcing you to stay awake. Like I said, I'm not important. I'm here to provide entertainment. If you're hurting yourself, that is not entertainment. I'm causing you pain, not entertainment. So if you need to sleep, go ahead. I'm not forcing anyone here. This patissier has been making cakes since my grandmother's generation. If she's Cashew's grandmother, then that means she's also... If she's Cashew's grandmother, that means Cashew's also continuing on the family legacy. It's almost 5 AM where I am. I mean, it's 4:17. And while not to the extent of your family, I do think that it is a tradition that needs to be protected. You're choosing to stay here. I even said to you when I started the series back in Volume 1. Back in Volume 1, I said, you don't need to watch the streams, but you're like, I want to support you, so I'm not forcing you either. Tradition. Huh? Did I say that my family owned a Japanese patissier shop? Did I ever mention that they had a history? Lies. IRL. A Jaws clone has me at gunpoint watching this. Arara. Reyes, you're being such a tsundere. You could just say you enjoy the stream. He secretly loves you. I became her apprentice to learn Western pastry making, so I avoided mentioning my parents owning a long-standing Japanese pastry shop to make things simpler. Oh, she accidentally dropped the ball. Well... My apologies, Nisama. I told her this morning. Huh? Does Shigure know? I thought she needed to know about your situation, so I did something rather intrusive. Nah, I have a boyfriend, rival, partner, I don't know. Ah. No, it's all good. I wasn't trying to keep it a secret. Oh, Shigure knows. I see. Yes, Shigure told me your situation. So that's why they hugged each other very tight in the beginning. Then why is Kashi the only one they're keeping it a secret from? So that's how you know. Oh, I'm sorry for cutting you off. You were saying something about the tradition of la soleil? Yes, I said that, but the only thing I really inherited was the family flavor. But his dad has it. Huh. It's really falling in. I still remember this stuff 2 years later. And I end up losing the title of the shop. Is that so? Yes, due to various complications. In that case, was your reason for making pastries to uphold the flavor of your grandmother's generation? Yes, that's how it ended up. No, let me correct myself. It's 4:20 right now where I live. The reason I create pastries is most likely out of regret. Regret? I can study all night and I forget everything on these. That's because to you, in your mind, the exam isn't interesting, but this game is interesting.
What is here?
Judging from Fuse's behavior, she seems to know the reason behind mentor saying that. The reason why I continue to make pastries is for my son that I abandoned long ago. AM. Yeah. I recall hearing that you had a son, but I never... Yes, back when I was still young. Cashew's dad. There's so much flashbacks. I became intimate with a Japanese man I met on a trip to Japan. We married and gave birth to a son. For a while, the three of us lived together. Yes, I can guess that. When we did, my son told me that my sweets put a smile on everyone's face. He told me, "Mama, you're just like the sun." The reason why I named this shop La Soleil is because of my son's words. I see, so that's why. It fills me with joy to finally find out the origin behind the name La Soleil. However, this story doesn't seem to be leading towards a happily ever after.
You love your son. You love your family, yes?
So did Cashew find his grandmother by chance? Or did his dad set it up? This is very thought-provoking. Yes, that goes without saying. Oh, chance. However, I was forced to leave Japan. My older brother, who was supposed to take over this patisserie, died an early death.
Oh. Your brother? Your brother.
On one hand, I had my precious family, my husband and my son, but on the other hand, this house was also precious to me. His mother skipped a beat. His mother's heart skipped a beat when he told her name. Oh, whoops! I was distracted. That was a Jaws moment. It was chock full of memories of when I lived with my grandparents, my parents, and my older brother. I couldn't just leave my aging parents either, so I returned to this city, leaving my son behind. In my opinion, this is probably the most emotional. Like, I'm actually getting pretty emotional in this part. Like, yeah, Volume 2 was very relatable. I know, Volume 2 was relatable. Volume 3 was very relatable to me. Like, I saw myself in Maple. But this one's just emotional. Like, it's not relatable, but it's emotional. My husband gave me his forgiveness. Actually, he gave me his encouragement. However, I don't know if the same could be said for my then young son. How did Shigure know then? My family had a mountain of debt, so all of our shops ended up passing hands to someone else except this one. We even lost the original name of the shop. I think they made the voice actors cry by making them watch Five's death. Huh. Oh, so that's what you meant by only inheriting the flavor but losing the title. Yes. Even if I were to reopen the shop, I would need to change the name. That's why I use my son's words, translated into French. La Soleil. Hi Jaws, how are... Hello Firewall! I was torturing Ray's earlier. I'm not sure if he's still here. Wait, I'm gonna summon him.
Ara, Ray's, you've been a good boy. Maybe you deserve a little reward.
That should summon him. There he is! Hey, it's my only way of summoning you. That's my only way of summoning you. I can't believe that's what happened. I was still young back then, and not wise. I tried chasing after a lot of things. We all know you. Hey, is it really torture? I didn't use the voice you actually hate. If I really wanted you to suffer, I would have said,
Ray's a me, son. You've been doing a lot of good work. Maybe you deserve a reward.
that. Yeah. You saw my tweet. Even I was shocked. Like, I literally just ended the stream and I saw that and I was like, wait, no!
He hates this voice in particular.
After I lost it all, I realized what was truly precious to me.
But was it family?
Yes, to me, my pastries were always something that brought a smile to my son's face. The pastries I make are imbued with a flavor that my young son complimented me for. I think that I still make them to this day on the off chance that my son might eat them in joy one day. Since when did you start using good... Since Ray's told me good girl and good boy bothers him. I kid you not, I suffer less from stabbing with a screwdriver than when Jaws uses her voice. What about this? What about this voice, mate? How are you, mate? Hey! Raze, why don't you put another shrimp on the barbie? And don't forget to grab a big knife. I can't get Azuki out of my... Is it because that's the voice I use? That is the regret I speak of. Where's your family now? I launched here with Mentor's permission and help me in the shop each day. But I don't remember a single phone call, package, or message from anyone even resembling family. I heard from a mutual acquaintance that my husband passed away. Actually, the Scottish Fold and Munchkin breed are breedable, so... They also told me that my son is doing well, for someone whose mother left him at a young age, that is.
But you'd like to see him again once more, wouldn't you?
Well...
I'm certain that your son would love to see you as well.
Yeah, because her son is your father. I wonder about that now. She's right. He's foregone contact this entire time. he didn't invite her to his dad's funeral either, in which case her son must feel... Even so, there's probably some reason for his silence. If I could have a Scottish accent, I would have given Cinnamon a Scottish accent. But if I could... That's if I could combine the Scottish accent with my Ulu voice. If you hadn't confirmed why, then there just has to be. Beating the shiz out Cashew. And yes, he does have a reason.
I wouldn't doubt that he'd want to see his mother if he's your child. I'm sure he'd want to be together with you too.
That might be true, but at the time, I wasn't able to give any consideration to those feelings that would be natural to any child. If Bennett and Cashew's father don't meet this volume, no doubt they'll probably meet in the next volume. He was my beloved son. Yet, I wasn't able to consider things from his perspective. I wasn't able to do what was natural for my son as his mother. I mean, like I said, if you're suffering, you don't need to stay here. Not all the mods are here. I have like I have 4 more mods. They're not that active though. One of the mods is Ragnar. Another mod is Heba. Another mod is her name is Nobody, but her name is Luna. And one mod I lost contact with, but he's still a friend to me. Colonel Ghost. I haven't spoken to him in a long time. I still feel regret about things. Why don't you stay here? Saying you're irreplaceable. I mean, you guys are my most active mods. If I were to see my son now, I'd end up being a nuisance to him. You wouldn't know. I'm sure your son wouldn't.
She's right, Patricia.
I can't begin to imagine how her son must feel considering I've never... I mean, Luma told me that the son is Cashew's dad because I guessed it. I've never met him before. I've never even met him. But if it were me, I would want to reunite with my mother if she left me behind and went overseas while I was a kid. Or would I say it's too late and refuse entertaining the idea? My son isn't a child any longer. I'm sure seeing him now would just bring trouble. Yeah, Luna. Even though her YouTube profile name is Nobody. No, just because it's established that me raise fire, sure. You are Tsundere! We established this in Ultra Despair Girls. There's no turning back time now. I'm no longer young and neither is my son. To think that I finally managed to consider my son's feelings after growing old. Considering his feelings. No matter how old you get, I would like to meet my mother.
I don't think age matters here, Patricia.
Take notes from Azuki. Mods are not being honest here. Well, I couldn't consider what you did at the time as a mistake. I mean, if you had remained in Japan, I hadn't resumed business as a patissier here. And wait, I mean, if you had remained in Japan and hadn't resumed business as patissier here, I wouldn't even ever consider such wonderful Western pastries. I suppose that is one way of thinking about it.
I agree. If you weren't around Patricia, then we wouldn't.
That's true. We probably wouldn't have ever met. Wait, I haven't watched a single anime yet. I consider a wonderful shop such as this. I wouldn't consider a wonderful shop such as this a failure either. After all, that huge crowd of people had smiles on each of their faces, did they not? Yes, thankfully. I don't think what you did in the past was a mistake, but I do think it's a fact that you couldn't take your son's feelings into consideration at the time. I'm just watching the chaos of anime. It's always chaos. Take it from a VTuber. Still, if your son is an adult now, I'm pretty sure that he's considering how you must have felt too. Isn't that just convenient wishful thinking? Perhaps, but nothing is certain, which is why I think you should give your son a visit. I apologize for speaking outside my boundaries.
My opinion is the same as Anissan's. Patricia?
I don't use Twitter, I just spam. Yeah, I see that. There's always chaos. The thing is, VTuber Twitter and anime Twitter are two very different things, and they're both their own chaos. Spiraled can confirm, because when I first met Spiraled, he told me his impression of indie VTubers. Thank you all for caring so much about me. I had already given up and put the matter behind me. But I'll try thinking it over, okay? But even if Spiraled had that impression of indie VTubers, I'm thankful you stayed. Like, I mean, you became one of my mods. Like, I hope I can at least change your view, because not all indies are like that. There are indies like me who just wants to make people smile, but we're just drowned out by those other indie VTubers. He could tell you. I don't want to speak out of line for him. Forgive me, mentor. I didn't mean to make you tell such a sad tale. No, I had been thinking I should talk about it eventually anyway. I know you're on the right path, Cashew. Me? On the right path? Well, I'd certainly like to think so. Mentor regrets the fact that she was separated from her family. I left my house voluntarily and became estranged from my parents. Ever since that verbal spat I had on my mom's birthday, I haven't gotten in contact with them even once. It definitely feels as though I'm on the wrong path, but right now, you have not only mastered the skills of a capable patissier, but something else very important. Huh? Right now? You mean I didn't have this something in the past? Correct. You might have been missing it back when you were still working here. No doubt, it was nurtured by those around you. Those I keep around me. Huh? I stare at Shigure. Yeah, this game has a lot more CG compared to the other parts. Then I start to think about the girls. As you are now, I'm sure you'll do fine. Are we gonna go back to the regular cat girl cast? Have a safe trip back, Cassia. Yes, of course. Shigure, I'm so glad you came along. As I am. It was an invaluable experience. That I thoroughly enjoyed.
Anisan, thank you so much for everything.
I should be the one thanking you for the hospitality. Phrase? Wait, how did they say it? Phrase? I forgot how to say it already. 1, 2, 3 had 15 chapters, but 4 has 5. Huh. Frez. I should be the one thanking you for the hospitality, Frez.
Will you come again?
Sure will. Next time I come, I won't be coming for counseling. I'll be able to make even tastier cakes by then, and I'll come back to let you try them.
Okay. I look forward to it, Anisan.
Mentor, I really appreciate everything. I didn't do anything. Still, you've got a better look on your face now. Yeah. Like I said, because of them, VTubers who actually care about entertainment rather than popularity, they're drowned out. To be fair, I don't know which one I am. I play games that I enjoy, and I also play games that I think people will enjoy. So I don't know which one I am, to be honest. If I'm one of those problematic ones, or if I'm the ones who generally want entertainment. Cause I'll sound arrogant if I say, oh, I'm not. I'll sound arrogant if I say, oh, I'm not one of those indie VTubers who jump on trends. I'll sound arrogant. I don't want to sound arrogant. It's also the reason why I don't have a Discord. I don't like having a community just based around me. I want to be seen as a friend, rather than someone, seen as, I won't say worship, but something along that line. Do I? I can't really tell, but perhaps you're right. I do feel somewhat more refreshed now. I felt weirdly pressured before. No! I don't even know how I found you. I think you found me in Fall Guys. Oh. Please stop hailing. However, yeah, when I came to Jaws' stream, I quickly realized that there are still cool indie VTubers, so I stayed in. Yeah. I mean, you've watched Ragnar's stream, right? He's pretty chill too. But now that I think I've got But now I think I've got more of an idea of what I want to do. I'm surprised YouTube's actually recommending me to people. Because I'm kind of small. Like, I'm a tiny baby VTuber. Ragnar is a good stream to nap to? Huh? Is it because he's relaxing? Or maybe I should say that what I need to do is clearer now. I see, that's great news. We all know you're small jaws. You're like 5'2" in my human form. I haven't measured my dragon form's height yet.
Would you?
Wait,
What were you able to find in the end on Nissan?
when I first found you, I saw only the mod chatting. Now, it's so lively. Nekopara tends to be lively. I'll tell you that. But here's my motto. Even if I don't get much viewers, even if I don't get popular, even if I just keep the 200 people I have now, if I could make at least one person smile, my job is done. That's all I'm saying. If I could make one person smile, my job is done. If I had 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers, but I can't make any of them smile, I failed. That's all I want, at least one person smiling. Besides just me. Because, yeah, I enjoy the games I play. Except for, like, Code Vein. I did have fun, then all of a sudden I started getting bored. But yeah. When I first found Jaws, she was around... Hey, no comment. It's hard to describe in words, but I guess you could say I found what the words putting smiles on people's faces really mean.
What it really means?
Oh yeah, I found that stream. Which one? I tend to run in circles in almost all my streams. I don't know if Spiral... He's talking about Fallout 3. It's Fallout 3. I remember because that was the first time I met Spiraled. Because Spiraled kind of left an impression on me. Not gonna lie. Like, when Spiraled first came in, he told me... Almost immediately, he told me how he sees indie VTubers. And that made me feel sad because there are indie VTubers out there who are genuinely trying. That's why Spiraled left an impression on me. And in a sense, it kind of motivated me to try entertain people more.
Wait, I don't quite understand, but I'm sure it's something important.
Yeah, I think so, at least. And I know I met Raze in Danganronpa. So what are you doing with the ukulele? It's just on my desk. And I think... No, not Raze, Spiraled. Spiraled, yeah. No. I'm getting you guys confused already. Firewall. I met Firewall in Danganronpa. And he was giving me a lot of tips about Danganronpa. I met Raze in Fallout New Vegas. In fact, Raze was here when I only had like 50 subscribers. I did? Damn, I didn't. No. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault, Spiraled. It just opened my eyes, you know? Back then, I was just focusing on entertaining people. I never really looked at how other people views indie VTubers besides, you know, we're just there. I just wanted to focus, but you kinda opened my eyes. Everyone leaves an impression on me, even if someone just appeared on my stream the first time, I take their words to heart. If they say, oh, your stream is mid, I take that to heart. If someone says, oh, you're not a girl, you're a boy, I'm like, so what? And if someone says, if you're a girl, you're not a boy, I'm like, yeah, so what? Even you, yeah. You were very chaotic when I first met you. Until now you are. Fred, I appreciate all you've done. Relax, you gave me... When I first met you, you were like... You were kind of chill, like, I didn't really take mind to it, but all of a sudden when you heard my Iwu singing voice, you said that could start a cult. Like, even the viewers who don't watch me anymore, they all leave an impression to me. all 200 people. All 200 people. Even though I don't count it as 200 right now because I could lose subscribers, it's 200 nonetheless. All 200 people has left an impression on me. Even if they don't chat, even if they're lurkers, I see them on my sub box. Or whatever it's called. Everyone leave an impression on me. That's why my logo, right? You saw my banner? It's a picture of a horn dog. You guys are the face of this channel. I am not the face of this channel. All I am doing is entertaining. You guys build this channel. That's why, yeah. Because at the end of the day, what's important to an entertainer is the people they're entertaining. You're a horn dog, you're sub to me.
The pleasure is mine. I learned so much from you. It was so much fun being able to work with you. That said, I don't think I'll be getting used to cameras anytime soon.
This is so wholesome. Also, I barely... yeah. I know it's not much, but please take this.
What is this? A present from me to you.
I mean, your official name are Horngons, because horn from demon horn and gon from dragon. But horn dog is something I used to like to say as a teenager every time one of my friends started acting like a horn dog. But I realized horn dog could be a nickname too, so your official name are Horngons. But I call you guys horn dogs. Frez takes the envelope and checks the contents. Inside the envelope is a travel voucher. They're going to Siberia.
Is this? Please stop by La Soleil in Japan one day when you have time from the shop, the both of you. If you can spare the time. Yes, please let us come.
Oh, look. Right. Someday when we have a solid idea on plans. They're coming from South America. Well, since everyone is asking, what about it? What impression did I leave, if any? You struck me as a very, very smart person. But in the same time, the more I got to know you, I realized you're someone who really needs someone else to distract you from life. Like, someone I wanted to... You triggered my maternal instincts. Does that make you happy? Just read a visual novel for 15 hours and receive a WTF ending. JC left a good impression on me too. Like, you showed up in Karawa Sojo, and I'm like, oh, this person is an expert at visual novels. Maybe JC can help me with other visual novels in the future.
Okay, I'm sure. They'll be pleased, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
When did you get the time to get a travel voucher, Shigure?
Preparation is the key to success, Nisama.
Because Shigure knew that Bennett is her grandmother. Meanwhile, Kashi doesn't. Valorant is just anime. I'm planning to play Valorant one day. How did she do that if she was with me ever since I stepped foot in France? She's a woman of action as always. No. Karawa Sojo is my first visual novel. Meanwhile, Nekopara was my first. It's about time, mentor. Please take care. I'll be back again. When I finished it, then I found your stream. Visual, huh? Nekopara was your first. You never forget your first. Thanks, Cashew. You make sure not to push yourself too hard. Don't go worrying about everyone, alright? Right. Duly noted. Benet's-san, thank you for your hospitality. I don't really explode into Japanese content. Will you be making another visit to Shigure?
Yes, absolutely.
That's generally the first time in my life when anyone called me intelligent. Yeah, you're pretty smart. And yeah, but somehow, even though you didn't talk about your issues, my maternal instincts triggered.
I promise you, I'll be back.
Yes, I look forward to your return.
Yes. I'll be back, Sama, to eat your cake.
Oh, I think Shigure almost slipped up and called her grandmother. Thank you, Shigure. Even though you triggered my maternal instincts, Firewall, that isn't an invitation for you to call me mommy. She almost actually died. Oh. Frey sure was a wonderful cat girl. We found out Cashew's dad is Bennett's son. She sure was.
I wish she would come to Japan.
I can't imagine my mentor closing the shop for an extended period of time, but it'd be nice if they could come for even a few days. Inside, dude struggling. And we still don't get to smell.
She would get along so well with our other cat girls.
When have I ever called you mommy unironically? Yep. Yeah. Frez is a great cat girl. 13 streams ago, I think. The two of us walk and chat about cat girls. Sure got cold.
It sure did. You should be careful not to catch a cold, Nisama.
I should be telling you that. By the way, a little late to be asking now, but I assume you have a return ticket. I wouldn't think Shigure of all people would make an oversight like that, but I ask regardless.
Of course I do, Nisama. I wouldn't inconvenience you like that. I booked the same flight.
How did you search for my flight itinerary?
You're away from the shop for 3 days. If you were planning on staying in France for as long as possible, then your schedule would be limited.
Yeah, don't trust French airlines.
And since Christmas is around the corner, there aren't many flights you could possibly book, so it was a simple deduction, Nisama.
I'm telling you first-hand experience, huh? Simple, eh?
Hey.
Shigure pulls her rather big carry-on case. Looks pretty heavy. This was a 2-night trip by plane, which means it was roughly a 1-night stay. You're packing quite a load for such a short time.
A girl needs many tools to keep appearances. Also, I couldn't use the same shoes and underwear for this dress and kimono. I also use loungewear as well. And I didn't research on how to use French luggage delivery services.
I wouldn't put too much faith in getting your luggage delivered to the airport in France.
Oh, is that so?
Coming from personal experience, you're pretty much leaving it to chance. Oh.
Well, that sounds no good.
It's a short walk to the bus stop, or rather, it's not far enough to justify taking a cab. Apex Legends. I'll sign out. I'm very tired today because I just got home from a party, so I'm gonna sleep, then I'm gonna release the schedule for week 3. Shigure, I can take that for you if it's too much, so just ask before you break your back. I forgot Apex existed.
Oh. Nisama, I think you've changed a bit.
Huh? Looking out for my little sister carrying a bunch of heavy luggage isn't something new for me, isn't it? Is it? I don't think that I've ever been that heartless before. Actually, I just might dote a little too much.
Yes, past and present. You've always been a kind and wonderful person. But in the past, I felt as though you wouldn't wait for me to say anything. You wouldn't wait for me to say anything, and you just say, "Hey, that looks heavy. I'll take it off your hands."
And you had fun? Yeah, it was pretty fun. I met a rabbit. The rabbit was very cute. Oh, would I? Okay, I'm actually gonna end the stream here, so I don't get too far, so there's still some for the rest of... So I could at least play, at least Volume 0 by the end of stream week. So... Now, end the suffering. No, I didn't eat the rabbit. Too cute. So, I hope you guys had fun. This was very emotional for some reason for me. Anyways, tomorrow I'll be playing Apex Legends, and later today, probably after I wake up, I'll post the schedule for week 3. I hope you guys aren't getting JAWS fatigue, because normally I stream 4 times a week, right? But because of the 5-week challenge, I'm streaming every day for 5 weeks. So I hope you guys don't get JAWS fatigue. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun. I hope I see you tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your day.